Today, please introduce yourself.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Josefa Calagos, 25 years old, with live-in partner with one child, living at Barangay Salong, Balasan, Iloilo, with two brothers and two sisters. Graduate at vocational course, bread and pastry production, food and beverage services.
Okay, so are you the one taking care of your child since his birth?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl, ma'am.
Okay, so who will take care of your little girl if you work abroad?
My parents and my live-in partner, ma'am.
Do you have work experience as a domestic helper abroad before?
Yes, ma'am. I worked in Jordan for 2 months with a couple and one adult. But due to employer's maltreatment, I only stayed there, ma'am, for 2 months. But I worked here in the Philippines for 4 years with a couple and one child aged 3 years old. I do all the household chores like cleaning, washing, ironing, and cooking. But my main duty is taking care of the child.
Okay, so you work in Jordan for only 2 months due
Yes,
to you go back to the Philippines due to maltreatment of your employer to you. What kind of maltreatment she is doing?
My madam, ma'am, is hard to understand English. Every time we talk, she can't understand me. That's why she gets angry easily and she pulled my hair every time she can't understand me.
Okay, so and how about what are your is there another helper in your employer household in Jordan?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so it means you are the only one helper doing all the household chores.
Yes, ma'am.
And what is the age of your madam in Jordan?
64 years old, ma'am.
Okay, 64 years old. Okay, so and how about in the Philippines? How would you describe your employers?
They're kind and generous, ma'am.
Okay, so and is there another helper in your employer here in the Philippines?
No, ma'am.
So it means you are also the only one helper taking care of the child and doing all the household chores?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so and how would you describe yourself as a worker?
I am a responsible, hardworking, and trustworthy ma'am.
Do you have any tattoo?
No, ma'am.
Do you have a surgical operation or serious sickness before?
No, ma'am.
Why do you want to work abroad?
I want to work abroad, ma'am, to be able to send my child to school and to build my house for my family.
What time do you usually sleep and wake up when you are working?
I usually sleep, ma'am, during 10 p.m. and I woke up around 5 a.m., ma'am.
Okay, so do you see to it that you finish your work already?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so and in Hong Kong, kids are super active and sometimes they tend to be out of control. So how will you control your temper?
I will be more patient and understanding to them, ma'am.
If you are homesick, what would you do?
I will tell myself, ma'am, that I needed this job for my family.
Do you have an allergy to a certain food?
No, ma'am.
Do you accept no day off but instead to be paid by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
When you visited the parents, relatives, and friends of your employer, will you help and do the housework there?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to lend money in Hong Kong?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you scared of dogs and cats?
No, ma'am.
Are you willing to share room with the kids and elder in Hong Kong?
Yes, ma'am.
What will you do if the baby is sick?
First, ma'am, I will check the temperature if the baby is sick. And if the baby is sick, I will call the employer.
Do you smoke or drink alcohol?
No, ma'am.
Do you promise not to use your cell phone during working hours?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you promise to finish your contract with your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you willing to extend your contract if your employer requested to?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you sing a nursery song for kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please give an example.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
Okay, thank you. And can you please say a short message to your future employer?
Good day, ma'am and sir. Hope you select me as your new helper of the house. I promise to serve you with all my best. Thank you, ma'am and sir.
Okay, so could you promise also to your future employer that you will love their children like your own child?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and can you promise to serve your family with all your heart?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a happy person?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's all for today and thank you for coming.